Hey, are you concerned about protecting that brand new pretty sled that you just got? Here's the solution. Use SledSend 24 for a 15% off discount code on some backwoods bumpers, the industry leader in performance protection.
Well, SledSend listeners, welcome back to officially the final episode
Everyone
of
clap.
Season 3 of the SledSend podcast. So this is episode 90. And what a season it's been. So we've got Shae with us, we've got Jeff, we've got Jose, and we were planning on having Kobe call in to the board. However, Kobe is now flying 7 days a week. So he's super busy down there in California. And I don't really feel like placing a phone call and being the reason he crashes. So, but if you listen to the last episode, Kobe was able to call in for, 10, 12 minutes on that episode and gave us kind of an update to where he's at. But so, yeah, we've got a couple of topics to go through in this last episode. The first topic is going to be kind of just an overall recap for each of us to speak to, as far as how the season went. So, yeah, let's just jump right into that, I guess. Shae, take us through kind of an overall generalization of how your season went for you this year.
No snow, broken sled. No, it was pretty good. It was fun. It was different. It looked a lot different this year, obviously being with the team, but different in a good way. We did a lot of traveling this year.
More than I ever have.
Yeah, I had to chase the snow quite a bit. And ironically enough, it seemed like when we chased the snow decided to show up a little bit for us at home. So
yeah,
it was a little
every
bittersweet, but ultimately super fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people, a lot of great guys at the SledSend ride, and then the Albany Lodge. A lot of crazy good girls that are out there riding. So shout out to them, hats off. But yeah, had some trouble a little bit with the sled this year. Probably wrenched on the sled more than I ever have in all years combined, and maybe that's my problem.
Do you know
is that I didn't? but
did you tally up your full parts?
No, it's probably not
expense?
a good idea. No.
Why did you ask?
Don't want your wife to hold that against you.
We're not gonna disclose that one. My plug over there at J&A. I mean, even when he was like, "Hey, bro, you're getting up there. Maybe you should pump the brakes a little bit." That's a sign. So, but yeah, I mean, one day you were there for the clutch. That was
that was a day.
Yeah, fuel. Well, that whole weekend I guess was kind of expensive.
Yeah,
probably a couple $1,000s easy.
Yeah,
half of that being the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, super fun. Got to do a lot of fun things. The kids ride too. That was a great time. Again, subpar snow, but it was beautiful out for the kids ride, and that was kind of the same for the ladies ride. I think at Albany Lodge we got beautiful weather, subpar snow, and then the next day it got real cold, right, and a lot of good snow. Mm-hmm. But
that was fun. Yeah. How many kids were at the kids ride this year?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think they were slated for like over 100, and I want to say 70 or 80 of them showed up.
That's decent.
Yeah, I had a lot of good sponsors this year. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to mess up. Sure. But there were some really cool prizes. Mono suits. They do give away some older sleds, so a couple of kids walked away with some new to them sleds. Stasic bikes, like they gave away some Stasic bikes.
Those are sick.
Jackets, things like that, helmets, boots, gloves, goggles. They had we got lucky. Charlotte actually won a U small mono suit. That was sweet. So walked away with a couple $100 mono suit right there. Sure. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, that was super fun. Shout out to everyone involved with that. It's a good time. Yeah. You guys aren't involved with it. It's through the Yakima Ski Benders and J&A Motorsports. They do all of that. It's out of Little Natchez, Washington, which is right outside of Yakima. But it's a good time.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to that, but thankfully you took some SledSend swag to the event. It ended up being the same weekend that I went to the Polaris ride for the 25 model year sleds. So it didn't work out for me logistically, but I plan on having more of a presence there next year. I'd like to have the whole team.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because everybody, all of us except for Kobe, has kids.
Yeah. So I would say, Kobe could go with the older group. There's like age ranges essentially.
Okay.
So he'll have a good time. They typically build a jump and stuff like that for the kiddos, and I think he would dig it.
Kobe is a kid anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still in
Kobe, the
that.
jump for kids, not us.
He might, you don't know.
You might have a kid by then. You don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Who knows?
do you have any idea how many miles you did this year?
Not enough, to be honest with you. I don't. I think I'm over 2K on the sled, but I don't remember exactly how many were put on this year. Didn't really pay that much attention to it. I didn't feel like I rode as much as I typically do. And I think that's just because we didn't really ride at home. Like, I feel like this year my mind was way more focused on other things because we weren't riding at home. Like when I'm at home, I'm not worried about, is this packed? Is this packed? Is this packed? Like, I could literally I'm kind of a slob, right? So I just toss everything in my truck and then smash up and everything's there. And I can kind of focus on other things. So not enough though. I know that.
Yeah.
Just enough to break shit.
Yeah. So generally, though, a pretty good season overall, though.
Yeah.
Ish?
Yeah. I think it was a good season. I'd be lying if I said that there wasn't better seasons, right?
Yeah.
As far as like snow conditions go,
Yeah.
and riding. But this this year provided there's a level of uniqueness to this year that surpassed all other years, right? Which I think is fundamentally what we're going for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, good stuff. Jose, what about you, dude? How was your season?
I definitely, as bad as the snow was, I rode a lot more than I do typically.
Yeah.
This is the first year, kind of like Shae said, it's the first year for me on the team, and I definitely traveled more. I went on 2 trips, I think, the SledSend ride and then the LeGrand thing, our Abbey course.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely more traveling than I've ever done in the last couple of years. But yeah, no, definitely got out some more, put more miles on my sled this year than I have in the 2 years I had it before. So, no, it was fun, man. It was a great time. I had a blast regardless of the snow conditions. It was a blast. LeGrand was fun. Coeur d'Alene was fun, or Coquilala. It wasn't Coeur d'Alene, Coquilala. Coquilala was fun. I didn't get to go to Albany Lodge with you guys, but I'm sure that was a blast, and I had a great time, dude. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I'm kind of regretting not getting into snowmobiling earlier, when I was younger, but
no, it's not. Now. You should have been snowmobiling like this 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah, no, it's definitely fun, dude. I regret it. Yeah. But no, it was a good year for me.
You got to spend a full day on the 24/9R.
Yeah, dude. That was a blast. That was a great time. The snow sucked. It was horrible. Weather was nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. It was just me and you that went on that trip.
Yeah.
But again, I was here at home, so it was a blast.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's fun to ride with your group and stuff, but 2 people, you can cover a lot of ground real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have to worry about multiple people or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely covered some ground. Went to a few new areas that I had never been to, and Tollgate's typically where I go ride. So we got to exploring, and that 7S was handy. That was the first time I had ever messed with it any. So it was handy being able to just look at it and see where you were, where you were going, and knowing, okay, if I go this way, I'll end up finding them at some point. But it was cool for sure till Jeff broke it.
Wow, Jeff.
Yeah.
I can't believe you broke that sled, dude.
I rode it all year. Broke nothing.
You broke it on the last day.
No. No.
I'm pretty sure it was fine when I left it. I don't know what happened.
I knew that was going to happen. Let you take it out once.
One time.
Done.
Moral of the story: don't ever let me borrow your
Totaled.
sled.
It's totaled now.
Yeah, might as well. I already called insurance for you.
For me?
Yeah, for
For
you.
you.
No, not me.
Overall, good season though.
Oh, overall, great season.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best ones I've had,
Yeah. Good.
for sure, experience-wise.
Yeah. And Jeff, what about you, dude?
What?
How was your season snowmobiling?
It was a great season.
Special Jeffs.
That's all.
No, we need more than that.
It was a
dude.
great season. Good season. That's it.
What was so good about it?
Just everything.
Stop, dude. Come on.
No, it was fun. I don't know. I feel like I rode the best I ever have, obviously.
Yeah.
Get better every season, so that made it a lot more fun, not being stuck all the time.
Yeah.
Just most of the time.
Yeah. Just, well, I know
Just
how to
kidding.
get myself unstuck now, too, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's played a big role in me having a lot more fun, not having to always have you guys come tell me what I did wrong and how to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we traveled a lot, like everyone else said. That was probably the funnest part for me, was traveling, road trips, things like that.
The 14 hours together.
Yeah, that was fun.
One way.
That was fun, even though it sucked. It sucked, but it was fun.
Yeah. Well, we might do that twice this next season.
Yeah.
Here in a couple months.
Well, I've said it. I've said it before, but this season was really cool for me to watch you this year, because I feel like this was the first season where, like, you've always kind of been interested in it, and obviously you came into SledSend from the business side first.
Yeah.
And I was just telling this to Shae. Now you are invested in it on the recreational fun side of it as well too. Now,
For sure.
I mean, this year, at the end of last season, your dad bought a new sled for himself. So his excitement is through the roof, going into this season, and the two of you got to spend probably the most amount of time on the snow together.
Yeah, probably.
So that was a cool aspect for you. So it was cool for me to see how much fun you had this season and how much you progressed riding too. It's pretty good. So
The last day in Albany was my funnest day.
yeah.
What do you think about that last hill climb out?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I was mad at it a couple times, but it was fun.
That was a blast. That day turned out amazing.
Only because I let all the boosts go in front of me. That was the problem.
Yep.
Yeah, you were dealing with boost trenches the whole time.
That's the only spots I would get fucked up. Was when I'd end up in one of those.
They'll get you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty fun day. So yeah, my season overall was pretty good. I mean, the snow, that's just what it is. We all know. But like I said, when Shae was talking, I traveled more than I ever have in a season before, which was cool because I got to check off a lot of boxes for new places that I've never ridden. Shae and Kobe and I went over Shae, you were only there for one day, but Kobe and I went for a few days to Sealy Lake, which is it was, I've said it on the podcast 100 times, but I grew up, 20 minutes from Sealy, so I've ridden in similar mountain ranges, not far away, but that was my first time ever riding out of Sealy, which was...
Wait, where'd you grow up?
Huh?
Where'd you grow up?
Ovando.
Oh. How many kids? How many people live there?
Like 65.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure
Real
everyone
small
knew.
town. Yeah. So that was cool. We spent a couple days with Kyle Husis, Freshies Built. He's been on the podcast before, but that was my first time getting to ride with him. And then we stayed with and rode with Frank from Carbon Pursuit. First time on the snow with him. That was pretty sick. I think it's going to become kind of a thing.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I have yet to meet Frank.
Yep.
He's dope.
I need
Well,
to
you
ask
will
him.
in a couple months at Hay
I need
Days.
to ask him about some running boards, running board races.
Yeah. So that was fun. Obviously, we did the Abbey course with the full team. That was a good time for all of us to get the knowledge together there. Went to McCall twice. So that was my first time there. Went to West Yellowstone, went to Island Park, and then went to kind of outside of, God, I can't remember the town that he lives in, that
Pocatello?
Ponzer lives in. Yeah, Pocatello, somewhere outside of there.
He was in Chubbuck.
Chubbuck. Yeah. Yep, that's right. So somewhere out of there. And then riding in Albany Lodge. First time riding snow there.
Well, RIP to whoever plugged that in.
What was it?
The cord fell out.
Oh.
It's just this.
Oh, charging your phone. So yeah, a lot of cool trips. And then obviously the SledSend ride was an awesome time. The highlight of that was definitely the food because it wasn't the snow.
Dude, that food was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Food
and ping pong.
Oh yeah, we got active on the ping pong table both nights.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was my first season on a boost and my first season on a 9R also. Collectively, I think I did like 650, 670 miles total across everything. With the boost, it was a lot of fun. But I feel like just all the places we went and the lack of snow, I feel like I never even put the boost like to work. Like I never worked that sled really hard.
I don't know.
which
Last
kinda
day of
sucked,
Albany, you don't think?
for sections,
Yeah.
not like an entire day's worth of,
Yeah.
out of gas by noon.
Those sections are where it matters, though.
Yeah.
Makes it so nice.
So yeah, I mean, obviously on that side of things, it was a pretty kick-ass season. Really good involvement with the full SledSend team and stuff. It's kind of cool to see what that was all about. And then on the business side of things, SledSend, we achieved some pretty cool things this
Yeah,
year,
I'd say
more
so.
than SledSend ever has. So I'm excited for what's up for next season, which we'll get into that topic in a little bit. But so yeah, overall, pretty cool season.
Hey, what's up, guys? I want to take a quick second to introduce another one of this year's sponsors. We have RSI. So the handlebar setup on your sled is arguably probably one of the most important components on your whole setup. So definitely check out their site. They've got a ton of different products, and use SledSend 24 at checkout for a discount.
I actually wrote notes, bullet points this time, Jeff.
Jeff is proud. He doesn't look it, but he is deep down.
Yeah, I guess we'll just get right into next season, I suppose. So for those of you that don't know,
Flashlights on.
Ew.
Typically when I say season, sometimes I'm referencing the season of the podcast. So our season goes from October till May. So every single Friday we drop an episode. So this October will be the start of season 4 for the podcast. There's a lot of things in the pipeline for this next season, from a business side of things. This year we're going to drop our ambassador program shortly after Heydays. We mentioned it on a previous episode, and we had several messages and people reach out regarding that. That's why we're bringing that concept to SledSend in the first place, just because so many people have asked us. So collecting the data from the marketplace, and we're going to fulfill it. So excited to see what that's going to entail. We do intend to do quite a few more events this next season as well. Possibly planning on doing another SledSend giveaway ride, teaming up with possibly Cool Freshies and Sled USA. So Jaden Ballard with Cool Freshies and Justin Ponzer with Sled USA, doing something with them again. I think we intend on doing a couple of just general SledSend meetup rides in different locations, and then possibly do some events specifically for the SledSend ambassadors as well. So as a team, we have to kind of discuss in detail, a little bit more, obviously, of what all that's going to look like for us. There's a lot of things at play with the events. Obviously, expenses is one of them. And then it's pretty obvious that SledSend is not our full-time job. We all have kids and wives and other jobs and other obligations and stuff. So there's a lot of logistics that goes into doing events, a lot of logistics even just to produce the podcast for us as well. And then just to even go ride for fun too. I mean, there's, every time we go do something like that, we're sacrificing time from work, time from family. So there's a lot of commitment from the team that has to go into that kind of stuff. So we're going to spend quite a bit of the summer collectively as a team trying to figure out what that's going to look like. But with all that being said, I definitely feel like SledSend is on a trajectory, and I feel like season 4, for me personally, is my intentions are to go harder and go further than we ever have in a season before. Because, SledSend has become what it is today, right now, and we've come too far and accomplished too much to let off the gas at this point.
Absolutely.
So there's some pretty cool things that is on the horizon for all of us. And yeah, we intend for the next season to just get us that much closer to our overall goals. But I'll open it up to you guys. Jeff, what are you kind of hoping that this next season looks like for you? Business and for fun too.
Pleasure.
So hold on. Let's key this up a little bit. We're intentionally trying to drive engagement from Jeff a little bit more because what were you doing yesterday? Last night.
Sending.
Yeah, you
Sending.
were.
Should we disclose the group
Tired.
chat?
What? You don't want us in your ears? You don't want headphones on so we could be yelling in your ears all
That's
day?
probably
or-
what it is.
I'd rather have headphones on right now. What do you want me to say?
What were you doing yesterday? Why are you
Oh.
dragging
I
a
was
little bit?
at a company banquet, partying.
You had an
Dancing.
open bar for like 4 hours or something, you said?
Yeah. We had some booze.
Was this your first company banquet party thing that you've ever had, or
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, my last employer didn't do shit like that. Our budget wasn't very good. Yeah, no, I had too much fun last night.
Yeah.
What was the other thing you wanted me to talk
That's right.
about?
What's your outlook on next season?
Like, what do I want to do?
Yeah. What do you want to accomplish
more?
yourself, and what do you want SledSend to accomplish?
Just ride more, really?
Yeah.
Be on the snow more. More content. We need to do more content outside of the podcast. We say that every year, and I
Yeah.
feel like we do a little more, but it's
Well, that was a big goal.
it's
for
about
all
an
of
eighth
us
of what we should do.
this year. Yeah. Really.
So I don't know. We need to do more on the content side. Have regular YouTube videos out that aren't just like podcasts, whether it's once a month or something like that. I don't know. Other than that, that's probably about it.
And no specific details, but you are going to be on a new sled next season.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile, dude. Ear to ear. Can't even hold it in.
What do you mean?
Yeah. There's some excitement around that for sure.
Might be making trenches too.
Yep.
Plug.
Jose, what about you, dude? What's your outlook for next year?
Definitely want to go on more trips.
Yeah.
Just make it work with work and family and the kids and stuff. And like you said, logistically, there's a lot of stuff that goes into going on these trips. Aside from, we talk about trips and first thing everybody thinks of is money, right? Because money drives everything we do, But at the same time, like you said, we all have kids, we have families at home too. That it's kind of hard to walk away from them for a week when you get off from work and the kids are excited to see dad. But
Yeah.
those are just kind of sacrifices, I guess we choose to make. Not that we have to make, but we choose to make them for what we do. But definitely go on more trips, meet more people. We talked about that the other day. I don't really know a lot of the people that I've interacted with, I guess. Like I spoke to Frank on the phone when we did that episode, and he called in and stuff. But I've never met him.
God, we've met a fuck ton of people.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys.
we
met,
have.
I've met a handful of people just this year too, but not everybody that is kind of associated with SledSend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that would be my personal goal, I guess. Meet more people, get out more, and go on more trips. Kind of get out there a little bit more myself, just to make acquaintances, I guess.
Yeah.
Get to know people a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
Jump some more cricks.
Yeah.
we'll
Climb some more chutes.
We'll have a whole topic around heydays here in a little bit, but I mean that's going to be huge for you. It's going to be your first time going to heydays, so
Yep.
Are you for sure going?
I'm like 99% right now.
What's the 1%?
Does he know
Anything
this?
can happen. I've made some remarks about it. I don't think she knows that I'm serious, but
Leaving that little.
if I don't know if she watches the podcast or not, but if you're watching, I'm going. We might
I'll
have to
take
break
care
out
of
the.
him, Desi. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Shay's
I'm
got
going to
me.
slide in your DMs later today.
Are you? Oh yeah, let her know.
Mention something about it.
Heydays it is. Sorry.
we'll
gotta
just
go.
we'll just clip this and post it because I know she follows SledSend on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll just clip it,
Yeah.
post
You
it,
can
tag her.
in it. Yeah.
And at,
Yes, tag her in it. Yeah.
The caption will be, did you know?
Did you know? Yeah.
Like, you guys are fucking
Fun
dumb.
fact of the day.
No, hey, go for it because it's all fun and games at that point. I'm all about having a good time. She gets mad, I just start laughing. It is what it is. It's just funny to me. We've been together for so long. Like her being mad is just like, okay, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Yep.
It's Tuesday.
You didn't say it right.
What did you want me to say?
You got to
Tuesday.
flap your wings and shit when you say Tuesday now.
I'll leave that to you. You're our version of sketch.
The tism and everything.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Most liked.
Yeah. Hey, somebody has to do it. And if it's you, it's got to be you.
Yeah, dude.
I
And
think
this
you're
dog
I
likes
think
me
you're
the most.
The best person for that.
Oh
Jeff.
yeah.
Can I take this dog?
No.
And Shae, what about you? This next season.
What do I want out of next season? I don't know. That's always kind of hard. I feel like
The mic's going to sound real weird with you holding it like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about like this?
That's fine. It looks uncomfortable, but
This is actually more comfortable because I'm not even really having to do anything. The weight of the mic is just kind of holding my hand there. But to appease Jeff, I'll hold it proper.
like this.
Not used to two hands, unfortunately. So, anyways,
There's a good clip.
next
Clip it.
next season, I think probably like the fun, the business, and the family aspect, like blending those together better, to where everything kind of cohesively works, right? This year definitely new, like I was saying, traveling quite a bit more, and we all can acknowledge the fact that that takes time away from family, friends. Not that you guys aren't friends, but just overall, there's other people that we ride with outside of this group as well, and then work itself. So just being able to, I don't know, better navigate those waters overall, and then ultimately kind of help SledSend in whatever way I can as far as growing. And I think that kind of comes down to a team aspect on accountability, right? I think one of the good moments that I had this year was when you and I were in McCall, Tyler, and I was going to go do something, and you're like, is your GoPro on? Or like, you should throw your GoPro on for this. And like in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to go poke over here. I'm not like going to do anything. But I didn't say that. I was like, yeah, no, that's a great idea. Threw it on. Well, then I ended up just going for a much further poke than I fully anticipated. And those are the types of things like we might joke about, but ultimately those little things are going to maybe provide a 10, 15, 30-second clip that is going to help produce. So I'd say accountability overall from the team in catching content, right? Would be a big thing that I want to see next year.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Well, part of that's going to come from, when I first arrived here at the shop, it's my intention to have a Zoom call with all of us, and just, an open whiteboard. Jeff and I talked a little bit about this the other day too. We just, SledSend is at the point now where We're talking about growth and scalability and responsibility, and really just overall business. I mean, SledSend is a business, but we're going into this next season with more on the line, I'll say, than ever before. And so we just need to have a meeting collectively as a team on the business side of things and figure out what everybody's responsibilities are, what everybody's interests are, and get alignment on where we want to go as a team, where we want to go as a business, how we want to progress on writing too. I mean, whether that's like the idea of all of us collectively investing money into going to a clinic, or whatever, right? So just overall evolving each other, evolving the team, evolving the brand, evolving our writing skill, all across the board. Everything is going to, we're going to flesh everything out of what all that needs to look like. And getting everybody aligned and on point for starting off next season strong.
Don't blame the
It's
dog.
that bacon grease. I was telling you, dude.
Dude, I think she farted.
Oh, she farts a lot too. And she'll typically she'll fart, get up and look at you like, why did you do that?
I'm
And then
pretty
walk
sure.
away.
I'm pretty sure she just farted. When
Well, I
she
wouldn't
got
doubt
up.
it.
That's your spirit, dog.
Yeah, dude. You two are
Don't
destined.
point your finger at me.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about heydays. Jose, you just answered your percentage. Shae, what's your percentage on?
I don't think I've broached that topic yet with my significant other.
Hey, this is getting clipped and she's getting tagged.
Oh, that's fine.
Everybody's-
I'll tell her.
everybody's
we
lives are
can
getting
pull her
tagged
in right now and tell her. As long as obviously prioritizing my son's birthday first, and then from there, I don't necessarily think it's going to be a problem. Just as long as I make sure the family's set for it, and I mean, maybe they even go with me. Who knows? But we'll figure something out.
Yep, it is a Thursday to Sunday
Yeah. Yep.
time frame commitment. So, pretty sure Kobe's going. I mean, Jeff.
I can't make it.
Yeah, whatever.
I bet.
I've got Roundup.
No.
I'm
Roundup's-
prioritizing Roundup
No,
this year.
Roundup's
I
couple
prioritize
weeks.
heydays every other year.
No.
It's time for
Roundup's a couple weeks
be
after heydays.
forefront of my September,
No, you're fine.
as well as football. Did they change the weekend yet? Didn't they change the weekend this year?
It's the first weekend now.
So they're not doing it during the first week of football season. So that's about time they figured that out.
Well, it's the 7th and 8th of September.
What do you need to watch the first weekend of football anyways? You already know what the Giants are going to do.
Suck my dick. Let's see.
All of you should know by now, unless there's new listeners, but
You've told them before, but yeah.
football is a very high priority for Hefe.
Oh, it is still the first fucking.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. That sucks for you.
That's unfortunate.
Super annoying, honestly.
Very unfortunate.
It's the worst
Bummer.
part about SledSend.
I think that's my favorite part
What?
of this whole team is upsetting Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing it. Or maybe not upsetting, just inconveniencing you mildly. Mildly inconveniencing you.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, but the plan right now is for the 5 of us to go to heydays. So Jeff, Kobe, Jose, myself, and Shae.
I feel like there's enough of you that I could probably just stick back.
No,
You don't
Put
think
what in
so?
your back?
I don't think so.
No.
He's trying to get out of heydays because he's just like that.
It's the first week of football season, dude.
Oh, cry me a river. Like the
Yeah,
Giants
but-
are going to do anything the first week of the season.
I would rather go watch them lose than
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
go
said
get
the
sunburn
exact
all
same
day.
thing when you said that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, but you've gone the last 2 years, and did
you're
you
a
miss?
staple now.
Did you miss a game either time?
they played on Monday night, I think, last year.
So you're fine.
That was last
The
year.
first time we went to heydays though, it was just him and I, and we got into the Amex Centurion Lounge in the Minneapolis airport.
This is
and
his favorite story to tell.
It's just so funny. I've told it before, but
They know.
it's the
I haven't heard this, I don't
yeah, I
think.
haven't heard.
Amex Centurion Lounge, which is like through American Express. So it's like like Delta Sky Club or whatever. So there's typically like a lot of business people in there, really nice food and drinks and bars and everything. And so we're in there, and there's definitely a lot of business class people. And then you've got Jeff in there just watching the football game, screaming. In the back section, there was where the food was.
Not loud.
There was a bunch of Vikings people in there watching the game and stuff too. But it was just funny because we were surrounded by suit and tie people or whatever, and Jeff was just letting her loose. So it's
I
kind
don't
of
care
funny.
about them.
I was like, remember when we were in LeGrand and we went to go get pizza and that Packers and Niners game was on.
Yeah, dude.
And there was that Packers fan in the back and he was getting all hyped up.
That was funny.
Yeah, I don't follow either one.
Well,
of
it was
those
Jeff that bet you to stand up and.
I don't even think he bet me. He was just like, you won't do it. And so the very next
And
play,
he did
it was like a first down or something. It wasn't even nothing crazy. And
You
I
got
just
up and
jumped
clapped super hard.
Yeah,
Dude,
the whole
and I started
restaurant.
yelling. Everybody's looking at me. And as I'm cheering, I elbowed Sean on top of the head too. And I was like, oh, dude, sorry. All for fun. It was all for fun.
Oh, you're good.
Jeffrey.
It's fine. But yeah, Heydays, it should be pretty fun to have the whole team together if everybody can make it work. Our plans this year are a little bit different than last year. So last year we filmed 17 episodes at Heydays, which was a lot. We were pretty smoked from that. It is nice to have a bank of content to be able to release. But the downside of that is, there's a lot of things that are happening in November, December, that is relevant. We had all the build stuff going on this year, and there's just topics and things that are happening that are relevant to get that content out at that time. And then the other side of it too is, that takes up pretty much all of our time at Heydays. So like last year it was Kobe's first time there, so he didn't get to engage in any of the events that are, Heydays is nuts. There's so much going on. There's so much opportunity to meet people and stuff, in which we got to meet a lot of cool people and a lot of companies and stuff, obviously came on the podcast. So you're getting a lot of one-on-one time with people like that. But this year we plan on not doing as many, but then also being able to go around,
Actually interact more.
yeah, interact and go shake hands with a lot more people and go to the
The events, like the actual events.
well,
You just want to drink
What's-
more.
no,
That's all you care about.
Who presented this year? Backwoods? Is that what you're talking about? Like the after party stuff, or
oh yeah, that's not what I was talking about. I was looking for the
things
word
like that?
of
draw a picture. We'll knock this out.
Grass drags, the
Lord.
swap meet.
No.
What are you trying to say here? Drive me nuts.
This doesn't happen to me very often. Just where everybody's location is. It would be nice to go to like some of our sponsors to where like booth. That's the word I was looking for. Like to go to
Vendors,
people's booths, and hang out with people and shake
Spots.
hands and stuff. And we do have an idea for an episode that we're going to do specifically. I'm not going to release it here because I don't want somebody to take the idea and do it. But so that's going to be a fun.
Who's going to lead the charge?
So I think we'll, well, without giving the concept away, I think we'll split. So like you and I'll stay back at the booth. The other boys will go out, and then we'll switch.
Down with that.
Oh God, and me and
So then
Kobe and Shae get together.
Yikes.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I don't know.
We'll do it.
I think the craziest is the four of you without me. That's where it gets wild.
That's
what we should do.
Yeah. Leave old T. Smith at the booth.
I like that
Leave old
idea.
T. Smith at the booth.
Dad's on vacation. We're
Yeah.
partying.
What? So how many times? How many times have you guys gone to Heydays?
Twice.
Twice.
This
So
will be
you
our
and
third
Jeff the first year, and then Kobe went with you guys last year.
Yep.
This will be year 3.
Yeah.
We'll be virgins together.
Jose's going to look
I've
like
never
a
been.
unicorn there.
I'm saying.
Why?
Fucking rarity.
I'm telling you. This is I'm gonna plug myself here.
This is
This is gonna be.
This is
if
where you
anybody
s-
wants a Hispanic guy on their team,
Diversity, baby.
diversity,
this
equal
is where you
opportunity,
cement
baby.
your place in the industry.
Yeah, right here. The first brown sickle.
The brown bandit has arrived.
Yeah.
You should just
Brown
have your
bandits
own
here.
booth.
With a Mexican, hey, we need to make a Mexican SledSend banner. That's what we should do. Red, white, and green with the little eagle on it and everything. I'm down.
You have to ride with it.
I'll do it. Jeff, you know
Dude,
these things about me by now. If you say I had to do something, I will do it.
That just gave me an idea. Maybe we'll have to make a custom one-of-one piece of merch for you.
I'd be sick.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'd be sick.
I bet you it would sell pretty good.
I know.
Here. At least
Yeah.
they might not know what it is, but they're gonna wear
It's
it.
gonna get worn. It's gonna get worn.
Yeah.
All you need is 3 colors on it, and it's gone. It will get worn.
That's funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited for Heydays. I hope that everybody can align schedules and make it happen. It'd be a pretty good trip with all of us.
Yeah, you guys will have
That'd be
fun.
That'd be
Oh,
fun.
I know I
never
would
been.
have fun.
Oh, yeah.
You guys will have
That'd be a
fun.
blast.
That's a
Dude,
given.
it's better than Christmas Day for sledders.
I'll be chilling at home.
No, you won't. Shut up. You're coming with us.
I'll be
See,
chilling at home.
he doesn't mean it. He only
Going to
does that
Roundup.
because he knows that
Just
it gets
gets
a
a
reaction
reaction,
out of
yeah.
all of
Going
us.
to Roundup instead.
No, you're not.
Why to get taken out
Roundup's
by a
at the
horse
end of
again or what?
September.
Mm-hmm.
You liked it when that horse came over top of you, huh?
It's a good adrenaline rush.
Oh, that's. I'm glad you're okay, but that
Dude, you
cracked me
should-
up so bad.
I know it's a little bit more work for you, Jeff, but you should insert the clip of that, of you
I
getting
know, I
ran
gotta
over.
You have a clip of this?
Oh, yeah.
And
dude.
I've never seen it?
You haven't seen it, Jose?
No. I need to see this.
Oh, dude, it's wild.
Oh,
Well,
Jeff
it's,
literally like walks right in front of this horse. Just
I wasn't walking.
he was crab walking pretty
I
quick.
was running.
Oh my God. Dude,
I know
need
it's
to
more
see
work for you, Jeff, but please, for the listeners and for the viewers, I guess,
this.
insert this clip right here of you just getting
Railed.
taken
That's
over.
Wow, by a horse. I need to see this.
Oh, look.
The true roundup
Anyways,
experience.
while he finds it. Heydays is going to be fun.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tyler with SledSend. Wanted to take a second of your guys' time and ask for your guys' support for what we're doing with the brand of SledSend. So if you guys are enjoying, the podcast episodes with all the different guests, the tour videos and such, check out SledSend.com. We have a variety of different merch. Every order comes with air fresheners and stickers. And like I said, we appreciate your guys' support. We need it to continue to do this. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
The roundup we're referring to, by the way, is the Pendleton Roundup. Plug to the Pendleton Roundup. We'll take a booth spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Box seats are cool. Just kidding.
Box seats and
Heydays it is.
15 silver tokens. At least.
So while Jeff is looking for that clip for you guys, I'll kind of circle back to the previous topic of next season.
You can't say that was a dog, dude.
What?
No, don't look at me like that. We all know.
What? I didn't rip.
It was more of a toot.
This?
No,
that's
that
not what
sounded
it was.
That
different.
wasn't quite it. It had a real distinct.
That sounds like you're
sphincter.
stepping on a frog.
I didn't rip. I will though in a second.
But I'll open it up to the listeners and viewers. Oh my gosh. So going back to like our plans and stuff for next season. Obviously it's very important to what we do and what the landscape of SledSend looks like in regards to what you guys want to see. So we very much take your feedback into consideration because obviously this podcast is for you guys. We have a fun time most of the time doing
That
it,
was real.
There it is.
but it's not for us, obviously. So your guys' feedback, like not just on the podcast, but SledSend overall, event stuff, give us your guys' feedback, your thoughts. And if you're not already following us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, that's probably the best place to get in touch with us. Or you can comment below if you're watching on YouTube. Send us a message and give us some of your guys' feedback on some things that, concepts or ideas that you guys would like to see from us, from the team, writing content, the podcast, all above. And I'll touch on this briefly too. We do plan to introduce some new pieces for merch this next season. Got a couple of different ideas. One idea actually came from one of our ambassadors, Gabe. He mentioned, he's an electrician. He mentioned that there's a lot of blue collar construction guys that, you know, listen to the show and that ride podcasts and stuff. And he said that it would be cool to have some high vis merch.
That's actually not a bad idea.
So, you know, like a high vis orange or something, whether that's a hoodie or a t-shirt or something.
I'd wear it to work. I'd get a lot of guys.
Language.
I'd probably get a lot of guys up in Tri-Cities that, because I mean, there's a lot of guys that work construction that like to wear construction colors outside of work too. That
Yeah. Yep.
it'll be a kind of a work thing and a at home thing, whatever they want to do. But yeah.
Yep. So that is something that we are going to introduce this year. Potentially, this is another topic that we need to talk about internally too. Going to bring some new hats. I have my eyes on a pretty nice hoodie that's out of different material. It'll be a little bit higher of a price point than our normal hoodies. But yeah, so we're going to bring some new articles of clothing into the merch lineup. So if you're a fan of the merch or would like to see something specific, give us that feedback. We'd appreciate that. And I will also say too that we haven't really put it out publicly. We have a little bit on a couple stories and stuff, but we are willing to do some custom one-of-one pieces for you guys as well. Obviously, sometimes depending on what the garment is and stuff, that can be a little bit higher of a price point if we're having to just make one of something. But that is something that we will do.
When you do that, is there like a time frame? Because I know like if you just ordered like our regular stuff, right, the shipping's probably a lot quicker. But if you have like one person want one of one thing, I'm assuming we're probably gonna want to wait and capture other people's one of one stuff before we send it out. So is there a longer ship time or lead time on that?
Yeah, so a lot of that kind of stuff is, you know, really just made to order.
Yeah.
And there's just a time frame there of, you know, when you tell me what you want and I get the garments and then get it to the print shop, right? So sometimes the print shop might have a really large order ahead of us. And it might take a long time.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
That's a very good point to bring up. Because you guys do need to, you know, understand that too.
Yeah.
That there is a time frame there to make that stuff. Obviously, a lot of the stuff that's on the website we have on hand, and that can get out, you know, the day of your order. So, but yeah, we appreciate your guys' feedback and thoughts and comments on that stuff as well.
What's the new hoodie?
Let us know. Well, if you would
Let them know.
I sent you the document.
Per my last email.
Items. Yeah, per my last email. I sent you a PDF for it, and you're like, oh, I'm too busy right now. I'll look into
Ask
this
the
later.
people I work with about email.
Yeah,
I'm more of a Teams guy.
Oh, gross.
There's actually quite a few.
Just give me a message on Teams.
I like Teams.
You like email?
I mean,
the only thing email's good for is if you need like something to refer back to.
No, it's actually beneficial for a lot of meetings that don't need to take place.
Or that.
Email. Just email it to me.
But I'd rather just like do a quick message instead of like sending.
Oh yeah. Well,
there's not much worse than having a 20-minute meeting that could have been summed up in an email.
Yeah, no, for sure. Exactly. But yeah, to your point, yeah, we don't use Teams. We use something different. But
you can't disclose it.
I mean, we can. It's Slack, but
I like Slack.
I wish we used Slack.
Only
Slack's
emails
nice.
I get are when I got to go take a piss test or something. That's all I get. Or spam.
If you quit digging in the wrong spots, you wouldn't have to do that.
Hey, I
Quit hitting those fiber optic lines.
I have a clean dig record. I've never hit any utilities because of me.
Because of me.
Because of me, yeah.
What does that mean?
All right, so I drill. I'm directional boring. It's called.
Yeah.
You have a guy that's called a locator. You have a guy out in front of you telling you where you need to go. Because a lot of the times I'll go like around corners or under people's houses and stuff. And you have a guy called a locator that'll kind of guide you. I've ran into a few utilities doing that. But that's why I say it's not on me because I have a guy supposed to be telling me where to go. So.
And the locator's not always correct.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're passing the buck.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing here.
Not my problem. No. I have a clean dig record. Piss tests come quarterly. Sorry. Drug tests. Huh? Mine? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Might have a lot of caffeine in them, but.
A little bit of niacin as well.
Yeah. a little 4-hour cleanse.
So we've really kind of got really only 2 more topics to touch on, to be kind of brief. But outside of SledSend stuff that I've already mentioned, what are you guys doing for the summer to pass the time waiting for the snow?
Jose.
I spent a lot of time on the
Oh, no,
water.
I was referring to like Jose. I'll let you take this one first.
I thought you were doing him.
That's your
It was a- that's called a two-way door right there, gentlemen. I can go both ways.
Yeah. I like to spend a lot of time on the water. My oldest kid loves the water. My youngest one was a little too small to be out in the water really last year. But I'm sure she's
just
gonna
throw
love
him
the
in
water
it.
too. Yeah, I was like, dude, I need to
Awesome.
just take off. No, my 3-year-old likes the water. She'll get on the tube. I'll pull it around on the tube.
Heck yeah.
Out in the middle of the river. She did that last summer.
There's
a
some
few.
good life lessons learned.
Oh yeah,
on
a
that
few
tube
times.
right there.
But that's what I do in the summer. Just go out on the water, take the jet ski out, hang out, barbecue. We'll have to get together out on the beach. Have you guys ever gone to County Line? No?
No.
Yeah.
It's right.
I was just
you
told
have?
about it.
Yeah, it's if you're going out of Irrigan, between Irrigan and Umatilla.
Took the paddle boards out
little
there.
bend. There's a sign that says entering Umatilla County or entering
Right
Morrow
there.
County, depending on which way you're coming back. And it just looks like somebody's driveway, but if you take it, it'll take you all the way right down to the water pretty much.
Pretty
But
nice
it's a nice little beach, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice beach. It's sandy, super sandy.
Most beaches are.
Well, not around here.
Got
They're
'em.
pretty rocky around
There
here.
are some. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, County Line. That's where I'll be at all summer. Damn near every weekend if I can.
Nice. Isn't there that you sent that link to like the snowmobile watercross thing?
Yeah, the Downriver Days
In July or something?
in Ione. I don't remember when they actually are, but yeah,
That'd be cool to go to.
that would be super fun to go to. I honestly wish I had an old like beater sled that could just fix up, and then, I mean, if you sink it, you sink it.
I've got a 14 Pro. She's pretty leaky.
I mean,
I don't know if she'll make it across the water. But
it's all you, buddy.
nope, Jeff's gonna do
Your
it.
sled.
I'll try it. Might not get your sled back.
I'll just tie a rope and a gallon of water or something to it.
Oh yeah,
Empty one.
they do it. Yeah, they have their own little like buoy system, a boat that'll go pull it.
Just remind me if we go do this, I got to put insurance on it first before we go.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should look into that. I think that would be fun to go do.
Yeah, it'd be a good time.
What do you do, Jeff?
This summer?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Aside from workout, we
I
know,
don't know what
we
I'm
you're
going to do
working
this
out.
summer. Avoid Tyler. He'll put me to work.
I was like, what did I do?
He'll put me to work. He says.
We'll have a new podcast of some sort if I hang out with him this summer. It'll be called Summer Send or something. I don't know.
Summer send.
God, I don't know what I'm doing this summer. Working out. That's about it.
No travel stuff?
Uh,
Family trips or
I don't know. We don't have anything planned yet, but we'll travel somewhere this summer. I'm not sure where yet. But I don't know. My summers aren't. I don't really have a summer hobby per se.
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
You got a new toy.
Yeah, we'll be hopefully camping and side by side riding quite a bit more. If I get that old little water pony fixed up, maybe meeting Jose out there on the water. But yeah, ultimately looking forward to camping and side by side riding.
Yeah, I want to camp more than I have been. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
dude.
That'd be cool.
How do you own a Toyota but you don't have like the rooftop camper or any other
I do
camping?
have one.
Yeah.
You do have one.
I need a roof
Here we
rack
go.
for that.
Well,
He's got it set
Need-
up for his old 4Runner.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you typically put it on the old Golf?
the golf.
That's funny. Could you imagine?
That'd be cool.
Could
You
mock
wouldn't,
something up.
you wouldn't even need like a ladder to get into that.
No,
You
you
just
just-
jump right in.
Yeah, that'd be handy. Great access for the bears too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like right at eye level. They just.
Yeah, for their snacks.
What about you? What are you doing this summer? You getting a boat yet?
No, God, no.
Come on.
A lot of work for me this summer. trying to ramp up what I'm doing with a couple of different businesses. The Airbnb business, we're trying to stack up a couple more properties and then sell the business. Yeah, I've got a couple other things cooking also. Travel, I think Lindsay and I are going to try to go to Vegas maybe after I'm done with 75 Hard.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
But not really any other big travel plans per se. Really, only thing on the calendar for travel is Vegas and then Heydays as of right now.
Yeah.
We do want to try to do more stuff in the mountains, like with the dogs, and take Addison and go shoot guns.
Oh yeah, we're doing that this summer too, guys. Just a heads up.
Yeah, Lindsay
Shooting
got
shit.
her.
Boys weekend.
Yeah, Lindsay got her concealed permit, and so we want to go out and shoot more guns, get more comfortable with that. And then, yeah, I mentioned when we were filming the other episode that we should go up to Tollgate to the cabin and go ride and shoot guns and blow stuff up.
I like that.
A couple cases of beer or something, maybe.
Seems okay.
So, yeah, and then...
So you're down for that, but you're not down for Heydays.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, obviously, for me, SledSend is year-round. For me, I have a lot of stuff that I've even, I haven't been riding in over a month was like my last ride, but the last month has been super busy for me for SledSend. And that'll be kind of maintained throughout the summer. We are cooking up a couple of things with one of our big sponsors that might pertain to some summer things.
Activities.
So we do have to work in the summer.
Possibly.
Per my last email.
It's basically a year-round thing for me now.
But there might be some financial benefit for it. So that's not for sure yet. I don't know what that's going to look like. And since we're speaking of the summer too and SledSend stuff, the last couple of seasons we've done a couple of episodes throughout summertime. We always host a poll, and it's always unanimously voted that we continue to do weekly episodes all summer long. But the reality of that is, that's just a little bit too difficult for us.
What we need to do is we'll set a merch goal. If they buy X amount of merch, then we'll do summer episodes.
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know what that goal is yet, but
yeah. So there is a possibility that we might film some episodes throughout the summer. But as of right now, we have zero intention of releasing those episodes throughout the summer. So, unfortunately for you viewers and listeners that are wanting that, we're not going to meet that mark this summer. I don't anticipate releasing anything as far as like ideas and concepts that we do have right now. If they do happen and come to fruition throughout the summer, as far as episodes, we're not going to release them until after the start of season 4. So yeah, that's pretty much what my summer entails.
Dope.
Did you know that 60% of the people that watch our YouTube videos aren't subscribed to us?
Yeah, I know.
They
What's up with
aren't
that?
subscribed?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's how it is for a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just people that are cycling through all the videos and stuff. And
well, and then you don't have to have an account on YouTube to be able to watch a video.
Yeah.
You do have to have an account to subscribe.
that makes
So
sense.
if you are watching this right now and you do have an account and you're not subscribed, what should their punishment be, Jeff?
I don't know. I just want to know why.
Yeah,
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Why not
People just
subscribe? Like it's not gonna
forget
like
to
it.
do
You don't
it.
get an email about it. You don't get any like you're not getting spammed or anything. It's just a simple like it shows up. So if you like
It
watching,
just shows
us,
up in their recommended.
It's
so they
just
don't-
yeah.
It's just
but to be fair too, well, it's not to be fair because subscribe, but you could, if they watched one of the SledSend episodes, it'll just pop up without them being
That's what I'm
subscribed.
saying.
It'll be
Yeah.
just
That's
recommended.
That's why.
That's probably what it is because it's easy. It'll just come up. You just watch it and oh, it's there.
But we would appreciate it if you take that in consideration to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's, obviously free for you guys. just one click of a button. It helps us a lot, obviously, tremendously with everything we're trying to do.
This is the first dog on a show, I think.
No, your dog's been.
Oh, Dexter. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
He liked that one chick.
Well, do any of you have anything you want to discuss or bring up?
No, was that our last topic?
We've got one more,
Okay.
but it's the ending topic
Gotcha.
to wrap up the episode.
No, I don't.
I'm sleepy.
I don't really. I mean, the winter's been fun. It's been a blast for sure. Shout out Tyler because he won't do it, but it's a lot of work for him. He's you reach out to SledSend, you're reaching out to Tyler, and yeah, there's a lot of work, merch, videos, trying to get all this stuff put together, dealing with Jeff.
Please.
Please.
I deal with him.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Shout out Tyler. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff that nobody really sees.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well,
Smells like
Well,
she ate a bag of pepperoni.
Probably did.
God damn.
She didn't even wake up for that one.
Nah,
Just unbothered.
that
Dang.
one wasn't worth it, dude.
You should have shouted yourself out.
For what?
Shout out to the 850 Brown Bandit.
Should've
For
just
what?
pulled
What did
the
I do?
Kanye West.
No, thank you.
Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. The last topic that I wanted to bring up was, oh my gosh.
Oh God, dude, that one's hitting me. Yeah, that one just hit me. That last little breeze that came through the door.
Hey, this is on you. You invited her
This is
onto
true.
that couch.
It's bad.
Yes.
Wouldn't pick one up.
But we want to wrap this episode up and wrap up season 3 with a huge thank you.
Absolutely.
To all of our listeners and viewers, those of you that have engaged in the content, those of you that have chosen to subscribe, those of you that have chosen to follow our social platforms. I mean, SledSend is definitely growing, and it would not be happening if it wasn't for you guys. I also appreciate those of you that have utilized our discount codes in the description from all of our sponsors. That has helped us tremendously, obviously, with our relationship with said sponsors. And so, you know, SledSend would not be where it's at today if it wasn't for you guys engaging with this stuff. We appreciate, like Jose said, I'm behind all of the social media channels. And so all of the DMs, all the comments, all the messages, all, you know, you guys have sent us some pretty cool stuff and have shown a lot of appreciation for what we're doing here. So, and we appreciate that in return. It, you know, we get messages all the time and I screenshot them and then I send them to the group chat with the boys, to let everybody know, you know, we've gotten some pretty cool messages over the last few seasons, and, it, you know, helps, reiterate to all of us that we are, you know, on the right path and doing the right thing. So, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you a ton. And then the last thank you goes to our sponsors, who have helped us tremendously, this season. You know, we ramped up quite a bit. Season 2, we were at 4 sponsors. Season 3, we're right now at 16, which is just, pretty crazy, pretty cool to be able to have, you know, these companies see what we're doing and what we're achieving and what we're doing for the industry. So, we definitely intend to keep pushing that. I think across the board, we're maintaining, all of our sponsors. Nobody that I've talked to yet wants to drop us, so that's good. I think we are in the talks of maybe bringing on one other sponsor for next season, which will be cool if it comes together. And so, yeah, for any of our sponsors that are watching this, because I know some of them do, we appreciate your guys' support and help for the brand. You know, SledSend also wouldn't be where it's at today.
Yeah, for
Without
sure.
the support of the companies within the industry. So again, thank you guys to all of you. It's kind of cool to be done with season 3 and wrap it up. I mean, this is episode 90.
10 more.
Yeah, 10 more. that brings up a good point.
Anything? Yeah, there we go.
Episode 100. So I think if my math is correct, if we start off season 4 with episode 91, we'll be somewhere like in the middle of December for episode 100. For those of you that don't know or are newer to the podcast, for episode 50, that was a benchmark for us. Shae, Kobe, and Jeff and myself, we had a little bit of a celebratory episode. We had some drinks on the podcast with our custom SledSend Yetis and stuff, and that's probably one of my all-time favorite episodes. I think that one, because that was really the first one that was the team. The 4 of us together. And so what do you guys think we should do for episode 100? In the middle of December, some areas there's definitely some really good snow. I mean, hopefully there's good snow here. I mean, Jeff, you and I have been to Tollgate with 5 feet of fresh, like second week of December. That was a pretty good season. It'd be cool maybe to do some kind of event around episode 100 prior to it releasing, because obviously we have to film it before it's actually released or whatever. Or some kind of event for people to come to, or something that you think that we should do just as a team to celebrate that. We are open to ideas and concepts. We're cooking on some of our own. We haven't really had much of a conversation around it yet, but 100 episodes for a snowmobile podcast is a pretty good benchmark.
Yeah.
So we want to do something kind of cool and unique for it. So if you guys have some ideas or thoughts, or definitely give us that feedback and let us know. We want to make something out of it.
It's the ice bath episode.
Yeah, dude, that's
we're all doing one in an ice bath. Like,
that's so
in an ice bath.
That's so funny. So for those of you that are listening that maybe listen to Sleddercast, the Deviant Inc. podcast. So they just did an episode with Boondock Nation, and at the end of it, they all got in an ice bath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I shit you not, literally, I think it was like 7, 8, maybe 10 days prior to that episode, Jeff and I were filming an episode, and Jeff had that idea. He was like, dude, we should do an ice bath episode and make people, and I was against it because I was like, I ain't sitting in an ice bath for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And
maybe you'd film it in the summer.
He had some choice words for my undisciplined ability to be able to do that. But it was funny because he had the idea, and then like week, it was, which, props to them. I mean, it was creative and it was cool. And they surprised Boondock Nation with it. So it was a pretty cool concept, but I just thought it was funny. As soon as I saw that, I sent the reel that Deviant posted.
Did they actually do a whole episode?
No.
Oh.
They did the last couple minutes, but they had a couple of questions for them to answer while they were still sitting in the ice bath.
Gotcha.
So, but it was just funny that Jeff had the idea, and then a week later we saw it. It's kind of cool. But anyways, so
it happens.
Yep. Well, cool. If you guys don't have any final closing points.
No, I think you touched on it really well. Thanks to everyone that was involved this year, whether you were a sponsor or not. Really appreciate you.
I'd like to thank Jose.
Jose's definitely been a highlight of the year.
You guys are going to make me blush, dude. Don't do it on camera.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's a sweetheart.
Well, selfishly, I would like you to be more involved with more events this year, because
I'm all about it.
Like, I don't know how many times it got brought up when we went to Wyoming. Man, I wish Jose was with us, or well, today would have been a good time with Jose, or tonight would have been a good time with Jose.
I'm all about it, dude. I am all about it.
So
I'm all about it. Whatever that means, responsibilities, going places, whatever you need me to do.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Cool. Well,
diesel mechanic.
Yeah,
yeah.
I am a pretty good boost can tech.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Terrible.
I got a lot of time behind a can of a
3
boost.
hours.
Hey, it wasn't. I'm not blaming anybody, but
that's almost a full throttle cable change out.
Yeah. Dude, that's one of those things that like a 10-minute job turned into a 4-hour ordeal.
Yeah.
That wasn't very fun. But yeah, I'll swap out some CV axles too. I got to do that on my truck. Actually, I just looked underneath it the other day.
Not looking too hot.
A couple where the boots are got holes in them, grease all over
With
the
the
place.
fur.
The boots with the fur. Yeah.
Well, good stuff. SledSend listeners, we again, we appreciate it a ton for you guys tuning in this season. And look forward to next season. We're going to do some pretty cool things, I think. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode, and hope you guys have a good summer. And obviously, we'll be making some announcements and stuff on our social media websites or platforms. So we'll talk to you guys there. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a good summer.
Bye.